Welcome to Gen Z Hoops, the Gen Z basketball, coaching, and sports business show. On this podcast, you'll learn from professional players, coaches, and executives from all over the world and see the court in a brand new way. And now, joining you courtside, your Gen Z host, John Hartofilis.
Darius, what's going on?
Good, how about you?
It was awesome getting to meet you and stuff. We wrapped up a great week at camp, and obviously just watching you speak to the kids, the way they recepted your message, it was really, really cool. And I'm curious, when you first walked in, what was your first impression of the camp?
I just saw the environment. All the kids were sitting there. They was geeked up, kind of happy. So it was cool to see them with a smile on their face.
It's incredible, right? And I'm trying to feel like maybe when you were kind of going to camp, maybe kind of remembering that. Being 7, 8, 9 years old and kind of getting super excited about camp. Or, oh, this guy's coming to speak to us at camp. That's got to be awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool just having the guest speakers come in. You never know who's coming in. So we was always on our toes, just waiting for the next person to come in and talk.
100%. The message you gave them, I thought was really impactful. And you started off kind of focusing on hard work and stuff, right? And that's obviously been a huge thing for you in getting to where you are. What was kind of your message to the kids and getting them to kind of try to follow that path that you've laid out for yourself?
Yeah, like you said, I was just talking about like the hard work, how to get there. Just staying focused, really, just putting the time in, just putting the work in, just trying to get to the next level.
Of course, and then at the end, right, you guys answered some Q&A questions. What were some of the best responses you got? Some of them might have been a little crazy, talking about your PJ and stuff, and what's they doing after this. But what were they asking you afterwards?
They were just talking about the road that I had. One guy actually asked about the meniscus tear, so that actually kind of shocked me. And they just talked about like who was my favorite teammates. One good question was, who did I learn the most from in my first 2 years? So that was a really good question as well.
Was your answer Coach Buck? What happened?
Yeah, Coach Buck, JJ, and then some of the vets, of course.
No, it's incredible, right? It's funny by bringing up how these kids actually do their homework on you. They didn't just say,
right.
Okay, Darius Garland's coming to camp, but just he's them. They said, okay, what did he do in college? Right? How did he get to where he is? And I'm kind of curious too. That's a huge level of diversity, right? Tearing your meniscus in your freshman year, right? Still working super, super hard to know that when you get that opportunity to get to the NBA draft and to get picked really high, right? You're gonna take advantage of that. What was that all like?
Yeah, man. That meniscus, it was really tough. That year was kind of rough for me. But like you said, just having that determination, that hard work for me. My family's always in my ear telling me that I was gonna be okay. So just having them in my circle, and just keeping God first, that was another big thing in my recovery. So
it's so important, right? And kind of that concept of always letting that positive energy come out. That's kind of you now is always giving back to the community, right? Maybe not being from Hopkinsville specifically, but still like coming back and giving back to another community, helping out another coach. That's all kind of that positivity that, right? But no matter what's going on the outside of the adversity you're going through, helps everybody out, which is awesome.
Right.
So it's an incredible thing about all that. One thing, this kind of thinking about, I'm all about Gen Z hoops and stuff, right? And you being a super young player in the league, what's that kind of been like for you in adjusting to that NBA climate?
Yeah, it was pretty tough for me. My rookie year was kind of tough, but just coming into myself this year, having confidence and the team and coaches having confidence in me, it meant a lot. So, I give all my praise to them. Coach Buck, JJ, Coach Bickerstaff, they really have a lot of trust and confidence in me, so I like that a lot.
Oh, it's huge and important. You're also the first player ever to be born in the 2000s to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's just obviously like thinking about that. I'm born in my birthday's coming up in a few days, June 21st, 2000, but you're in January, so
yeah.
It's just cool, right? Thinking about just all young people just doing stuff, and obviously like you being like that's just a cool thing, being the first player to ever do that.
Yeah, for sure.
In the 2000s.
Sure.
It's really cool. But it's not just you, right? Your whole team's super young, and you guys are coming back, right? Everyone's getting better and better every year, whether it's you or your teammates, whoever it might be. Everyone's just getting better. And that's obviously super exciting for fans in Cleveland, for people watching. The coaches are obviously super excited because, okay, what's going to happen next year? Let's get better and better and better. What are you most excited for?
Hopefully make this playoff push. Just watching the playoffs now, just having the team, just watching the teams that we played and most of the time beating the playoffs, just still playing. So just making a playoff run. And then, like you said, just coming back and seeing all the improvement that other guys made over the summer. That's pretty exciting for me as a point guard.
Yeah, you definitely addition that, get a little bit more assists next year, whatever it might be, right? Ball's going to be moving. I'm excited to see that playoff push too, okay? It's going to be a lot of fun and pleasure meeting you, man. It's been great. Thanks for coming through.
For sure.
Good, that was awesome. And it's funny, not only are you the youngest guest ever, but you're also the first guest on the street to give merch to in person, because normally I'm sending it to people, right? And you're going to have some of that matches, Coach Buck, Coach Brandon Joyner, Coach Tyler Neal, all those guys all have these same things. Got some customized socks with your face on them.
This is dope. I like this. This is dope. I'm about to wear these. It's cool. Thank you, my man.
Awesome, man.
It's dope.
Thanks for listening to Gen Z Hoops. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe on Instagram, LinkedIn, and all major social media platforms at Gen Z Hoops. You can tune in and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and every other podcast platform on the planet. Get ready for the next episode.